So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 8 of the Master League. We've got a whopper of a match today, folks, because it's not going well right now in the Europa League. If we do not pick up a result against Anderlecht, it very well could be the end of that, which would be quite a nightmare. So we're facing them at home before we take on Watford away at Vicarage Road. So before we dive into that today, I want you guys to leave me some opinions or some suggestions, should I say, for Game of the Week. I want to bring that back. I'm not going to be around this weekend, so I want to put some Game of the Weeks out there. I know Chelsea's facing Tottenham. I think AC Milan may be facing Juventus, so we could do those too. And yeah, I just want some suggestions. And the way I'm going to do it is very much like we've been doing Master League. But obviously, it's just a one match, some highlights. I might even do CPU versus CPU just to see how they play. Me commentating, lovely jubbly, and just see, how the matches pan out. So, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. So, let's dive into this. As I said, Anderlecht today and Watford. There really isn't else much to say other than just kind of diving into the action. Someone did ask, actually, I keep forgetting about the training. We probably should be training some of these players. So let me pick someone right now who needs to be trained up. Yeah, I should be doing this. I'm just wasting time. So yeah, let me be right back. Find someone who needs to be bolstered and let you know. All right, so I think we'll just go ahead and do this one. It's our toss-up, really, between Fighting Spirit and, I think, Trackback, just on Souček, because Souček plays a lot, and, I think having that kind of defensive trait for a defensive mid is a wise choice. So we'll go ahead and give him Fighting Spirit, which will enable him to perform better under pressure, fatigue, and adversity. So there we have it. There he is. Let's give that a bash. Lovely jubbly. Someone also wanted to show you what the training was like. This is what we have going on right now. I haven't really touched them, to be fair. But if you have any recommendations for any type of players, of course, let me know. I generally like to leave them for a bit to get a feel for it, and then, we can always make changes. But all the goalies are offensive. That is just part of the mod that I'm using. It helps the goalies be a little bit more nimble. They move around more. They'll actually come out and close down the angles instead of just standing there like an idiot, which is never fun. So, any recommendations, let me know. This is all the training settings that we have. But without further ado, let's dive into the action. I will see you guys there at the London Stadium. It's a whopper. It's a big one. We need to win this. Can we? I don't know. Let's go find out. So, welcome back to match day number 4 of the Europa League. And what a game we have on the cards today, because West Ham are in a bit of trouble. They started off well. They won the opening match against Pacos Ferreira, 2-1, but since then they've lost the last 2 games. Which does mean if Anderlecht can get some sort of a result today, it really is going to be a bit of a mission for David Moyes' side to get cracking. Anyway, let's have a look at the 2 lineups on show for this one. So, taking a look at the home side, they stick to the 3-5-2. It's Bowen and Antonio up top. Masuaku starts on the left today. Vlasic in the middle with Souček, and Declan Rice is back fit. That's a positive note, and Ben Rama will be a threat on the right-hand side. For Anderlecht, they're going for that 4-3-3 yet again. Kwame is the man up top. Bakali on the left. El Hadj on the right. Can Anderlecht cause West Ham the problems and get something from this match? So the referee signals and off we go. Probably West Ham's biggest game of the season so far. The Europa League is a competition where, they wanted to do relatively well this season. So if they start off that bad, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for them. And the pressure is really going to mount on David Moyes. So the team needs to perform today. Definitely start off out the gates. The last time these two met, just a couple of weeks ago now, it was quite an open match, to be fair. It was not a whole lot of defending going on. It was back and forth. That might suit West Ham a little bit better, but having Declan Rice back in the lineup is certainly a big positive note for them. Here is a chance now for Anderlecht, trying to play that one through the mixer, and the keeper's taking way too long. I don't know what on earth Fabianski was playing at there, and A bit of a let-off for West Ham. And here comes Vlasic now. Not a whole lot of support, so he's going to have to lay that inside towards Bowen. Who's done brilliantly well there. Referee played the advantage and does bring it back for a free kick. Now, no Cresswell. He's normally the man who's been banging away the set pieces, but no hesitation that was a foul by Hardwood Bellis. So a chance. Do West Ham go for this? I mean, you'd say it's probably wise. It looks like it will be. The likes of Mr. Benrahma just couldn't keep it down. As he swings it out wide. We're back with the name of all names, Mashalienko. Been practicing that one, but not really. As Dawson does well. Gives it back to Diop. And away West Ham can break again with Declan Rice. Flicks that one off. Benrahma. Back inside to Rice. Although Vlasic says, I'll take that instead. Masuaku. Back inside to Antonio. Trying to line something up. Comes back towards Souček. And causing the goalie to make a good save. A chance for the corner. One that they've possibly been working on in training. Flicked on. Diop Zuma off the line. That was West Ham's chance, but Anderlecht survive. Back to Olsen. Shamiru. Lovely play there. Skip past two players. Trebel. El Hadj. Murillo back inside. Good play this by Anderlecht. Biding their time. Playing some lovely football. A chance here for Bakali. Lovely play. There's a real shot on goal. And a wonderful save by Fabianski. The referee said that isn't a foul. And we're going to play on. And that is a foul. And which way is he given this? I think he's actually given it to West Ham, but what a let-off that was. Brilliant stop by Fabianski. Let-offs at both ends of the field. Back to Fabianski, and away we go again. And for Anderlecht today, I mean, they'll take a 0-0. A 0-0 will be perfect for them. They don't need a result today, as in they don't need a win, but they do, as you said, some sort of a point would be great. Lovely play there by Benrahma. The finish just lacked the quality that he deserved, but this is what Benrahma can do, and he will be a key player for West Ham this season, you feel. Lovely feet there, and the finish just the wrong side of the old post. Vlasic back to Souček. Antonio peeling away. Vlasic, it's a lovely move this. It's Benrahma, just couldn't strike it. Fall to the turf, the defender. It's all a bit of a mix-up. Anderlecht just about get it away. But lovely football from West Ham. That's what you like to see. Taking a bit of a gamble every now and then. Oh, that's a lovely pass. Surely this time, Declan Rice just needs some support. There's the goal. It's an own goal. It will count. They all count. But that will do for the Hammers. Murillo just wrong place, wrong time. Not a whole lot he could do about this, but Anderlecht have got to defend better. Because right now they're getting carved wide open. Little nutmeg there from the pass from Benrahma. Found Declan Rice, who lays it square. Initially that's heading in. It comes off the goalkeeper and then off the defender and then finds a way into pretty much an empty net. West Ham take the lead. It's a 0-0. Dawson launches it out to Souček, and away we go once again. We've got 5 minutes till the break. We'll see what Anderlecht do in the second half, because so far in this half, well, they've been absolutely dominated. Benrahma was there. Vlasic just trying to hold it up. Starts again with Souček. He tries to look for the ball over the top again. Comes back to Benrahma. Good play by him. Looks to cut back inside. Skips past the challenge. Referee does award a free kick. Yeah, Anderlecht today, they've had a really tough time of trying to contain this West Ham team, especially down the wings. Benrahma's been a bit of a nightmare. Once again, Mr. Twinkle Toes being too twinkly for him. But the ball's going to be swung towards the big man. Can he win the header? No, he can't. It's Masuaku against Murillo. Masuaku gets there. Souček goes down. Nothing wrong with that challenge. And now a chance for the Anderlecht to bring it forward. Looking to play that down the other flank there, but some good covering by Mr. Dawson. West Ham can regain possession, which they've done pretty much the whole of this half. Interesting pass there from Declan Rice. Don't think he was meant to get in the way of it. Harwood Bellis, final 2 minutes, or a minute, or 20 seconds of this half to play. Souček, ball over the top. It's a lovely ball. Looking for the likes of Bowen, but Harwood Bellis was back quickly. And Anderlecht just about get away with that one. Well, it's been a solid half display there from West Ham. There's 45 minutes done and dusted. And as long as they can hold on to this, it could put them back in contention in this group. Let's have a quick look at the shot count for you. 49% of 51, but West Ham dominating 5 shots to 1. Let's dive now into, the second half. Kurt Zuma finding Mr. Diop. Anderlecht did make a change at half-time, by the way, so deciding to mix things up, unsurprisingly, as Ben Rama may do this himself. Lovely play, referee! Penalty! Ben Rama has been a nightmare for Anderlecht all game. They really have, and this is a penalty. He just gets caught a fraction there. It's not a ton of contact, but it's enough. As you see here, just gets caught with the old trailing right leg. It's a penalty. Olsen's the culprit. It's a chance to make it 2-0. Well, it is going to be Vlasic. The last time he took a penalty, he did miss it, but not this time. He rifles it down the middle. The keeper had no chance as he stirs the old pot and says, thank you very much. We'll take that as number 2. And I tell you what, David Moyes looking like an absolute stud in that tracksuit. There was the penalty. I think it is a penalty. And then this, right down the middle. I mean, there's nothing the keeper can do. He nearly broke the net, to be honest. The power on that was ferocious. But West Ham 2, Anderlecht 0. Now they've got a nice little cushion. Here is Diop as he looks for Ben Rama. I mean, they might as well just keep trying to find this guy, because today he's been a mission for Anderlecht to try and contain. Here he is once more. I think he's been fouled more today than he has ever been fouled before in the history of fouls. As well done, Diop. Back to Souček. Looking for Masuaku. Chance to hit this one, and he certainly did, and a good save. So another chance for the corner for West Ham. Ben Rama fires one in towards the back stick. Oh, Souček got really well here. It's a towering leap by the big man. Just the wrong side of the old post. And that's unlucky. Because brilliant awareness. Anderlecht today, every single time West Ham get the ball, they look like a threat. Anderlecht look like they're wetting themselves. They're far too keen. Sticking a foot here and leaving it, and giving away a terribly dangerous free kick there, boys. So who will it be? Vlasic or Ben Rama? Well, Ben Rama had a go from here. Well, not this type of range, but he did in the first half. So he's going to have another go here, and he's struck the crossbar. Oh, it was close. Just didn't quite dip in time. So the first change for West Ham. Antonio is going to be replaced and rested as Yarmolenko comes on for him. So McGarland to take the free kick. Half an hour to play here at the London Stadium. West Ham have pretty much dominated this game from the get-go, and they continue to do so. Anderlecht are going to need to get something going here. It's going to make it very interesting for the final few games if it does stay this way. Anyway, here is Bowen. How's the ball in? It's not bad. It's towards Vlasic. It does come back towards the edge of the box. Shamiri finding Rafalov as the ball's fizzed up the old line. Here is Raman. I think he was the guy who came on and changed the game for Anderlecht in the last match. Can he do it again? So he's come off the bench once again. The ball is floated in, or not floated in, but at least fizzed in. Bowen tries to win the header, does really well there. And here comes Declan Rice now as he finds Bowen. Lovely pass to find Souček, who's got a bit of speed here. Souček were looking to hit it. Great defending just in time. The referee would have given the foul anyway, but they weren't to know. As Harwood Bellis still probably thinking about that own goal in the back of his mind, but there really wasn't much he could do. He didn't know much about it. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Anderlecht finally getting a bit of possession here. Rafalov. Lays it inside. Much better football this. Gets it back again. Trebel. Shamiru. Well, finally, Anderlecht getting into this game. It's taken them nearly 70 minutes. Ball's fired in. Raman was there. Back to Trebel. Declan Rice. Absolute brilliant by Declan Rice there. What a bit of play that is to win it back. And here comes Yarmolenko. And West Ham have players forward. Feeds it across. It's going to be Rice. I think he just wanted to hit that. Just the dodgy little touch let him down. And away we go again. And Rafalov is through here. And Diop's going to have to make a challenge. He couldn't. Lovely play. And he fired it wide. But I tell you what, the switch was on there. That's the wrong decision. Wonderful play to get this going. And Diop just couldn't get there in time. But have a look at number 46 on the right-hand side. He's all alone. Wrong decision. And yeah, he probably knows it. Probably knows it. So a second change for West Ham. Souček's off, and Mr. David Luiz's brother, would you know, Kral, he looks very similar, is coming on to replace him. But yeah, decent performance by Souček. Did enough there to get, hopefully, the job done. And there's Mr. Kral. Another change for Anderlecht. Cullen comes on. Ball's floated through the middle. It's not the greatest pass, you know. And Yarmolenko now, has he got the legs? Not quite. Harwood Bellis did well. But Anderlecht are going to have to take the gamble now. They're going to have to push players forward. Elsewhere, West Ham will be hoping and praying that Pacos Ferreira are going to do them a bit of a favour. But I think it might be a tall ask, because Shakhtar Donetsk have been in very good form in this competition so far. So you'd expect them to pick up another 3 points. There's an effort from long range. And a limited save for Fabianski. Haven't said his name too much today. Husic clear, looking for Yarmolenko. It's nodded on. Oh, and it's actually fallen kindly here to Bowen now. Not much on for Bowen. Well, he may just do this himself. And he does do it himself, because no one wants to close down the Bowenator. And it's number 3. And it kind of sums up Anderlecht's day today. I mean, all over the place. Defenders here don't know where they're going, and they're trying to cover the players in the middle instead of coming across, and Bowen just rifles it in the top corner. Looking for Raman. Back to Trebel. There shouldn't be too much stoppage time to play, but with West Ham leading now by 3-0, this will definitely help out their goal difference, and this could put them back in contention to be second in the group, depending on what happens elsewhere. Rafalov. How many? 4 minutes of stoppage time. That seems like an awful lot. Here's Bowen. Does well. Yarmolenko. Bowen over the top towards Vlasic, who has got some pace. He finds Rice. Fires one in. Bowen was there. Comes back to Masuaku. Manages to keep it. Vlasic far too slow. And have Anderlecht got maybe a consolation in them. Trebel, that's a good-looking pass. West Ham won't want to concede, though. Here comes Amuzi. Diop trying to stay with him. Ball's put into the mix. And there's the full-time whistle. Live at the London Stadium, it's finished. West Ham 3, Anderlecht 0. Goals from an own goal. Then we have Vlasic and Bowen finishing it off in the 86th minute. A convincing win, but Anderlecht look very, very poor today. And you can't really say anything else. They had 3 attempts. West Ham had 12. The possession was even. But that's the only positive note you're going to get from Anderlecht. And man of the match was Mr. Bowen. Well done. You played well. So the other results, well, Pacos Ferreira have got a result against Shakhtar Donetsk. It's 1-1 there. Randers beat Fenerbahce by 1-0. Lazio won as well. You got PSV winning by 3-0. Celtic beat Real Sociedad with a big win. Everton drew. Leon winning. And Santa Clara losing to Spartak Moscow. So there we have it. With 2 games to spare, West Ham have still got to face Shakhtar Donetsk and Pacos Ferreira. It's still up to grabs, but they are now into second place. All right, folks, so now we're going to move into the match against Watford. We've got a little bit of bad news. Injuries, I don't know what's going on with the injuries, like if this is a mod thing. I've never had so many injuries in my life. Now, they're not very long. It's like 4 days for Antonio. And I think, who's the other player? I think Zuma is out. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah, there we go. 1 week for Zuma, and Antonio's out for 4 days. But yeah, I'm getting consistent injuries, which, as I say, I've got nothing against it. Injuries are a very common thing in the football world. But yeah, it's crazy how I'm seeing more of those. Let me know if you guys see more. Anyway, let's dive into the match now at Vicarage Road. We are taking on the Watford, who are currently lying in 18th place. Doesn't mean much. I don't know how they're going to play. I mean, honestly, Anderlecht were pretty poor in that game. But that's the way of PES. And yes, we're always playing on Superstar. That will never change, okay? Unless we got a legend, then I'll tell you guys. But other than that, it's always Superstar. All right, let's dive into this. I'll see you guys there at the Vicarage Road. So welcome one and all to Vicarage Road for the Watford versus West Ham festivities in this one. Watford have had a torrid time so far this season, down there in the bottom three. West Ham a little bit up and down. Started off a little bit cagey. It's got better over the last couple of weeks, but they still need to find that bit of consistency. Let's have a quick look, as always, at the lineups for this one. So we take a look at Watford. It's a 4-4-2. You've got King and Hernandez up top. Sema on the left. Dennis on the right. Kuka and Atibo are going to be in the middle of the park. For West Ham, it's unchanged with the 3-5-2. But no Antonio, no Zuma. Both out with an injury. Bowen and Fornal start up top. Lanzini sitting behind today. Fredericks comes in at the right. Ben Rama on the left. Noble and Declan Rice partnering together in the middle. So the referee blows, and away we go. It certainly is a wonderful atmosphere here inside the stadium. How are Watford going to start this game off? West Ham coming off of the back of that 3-0 win in the Europa League will certainly help the cause. As Fornals has managed to keep that on, you know, and suddenly there's a chance here for Fredericks. What a chance this could be. It is Fredericks. It was straight at the goalie. Maybe if it falls to someone else who's maybe a little bit more prolific, because Fredericks doesn't often find himself one-on-one with the keeper. But what a start that would have been there for the Hammers. As now Watford plough it down the left-hand side. The ball's floated in, and it's gone out of bounds. A chance for, they call him Kuko. That's his nickname, so that's what we're going to be calling him, as King manages to get that down very well. Comes back to Atibo. Dennis. Famania does well. Atibo once again flicks it inside. Hernandez looking for the strike, decided against it. Atibo with a nice little turn. Dennis. Patient play this by Watford. Hernandez don't want to let him strike it. They did. And my oh my, you can tell by Fabianski's reaction, this is not far away. Great patient football though by Watford. Gets it out of his feet. 2 touches and not far away. A chance for Kuko to take the corner. Opts to play the short one here with Tufan. He done very, very well. And the near post header by Dennis pounces off the crossbar. Even though it wasn't the crossbar, it was the post. What an effort this is. Fabianski, well, I don't know if he was going to get there quick enough, but it doesn't matter because he's saved by the post. Dennis, it's all Watford at the moment. Here's King. Oh, he's done that far too easy. And just about get that one away, Diop. But yeah, West Ham right now, as much as they had the best chance in the game so far with Fredericks, they've getting outplayed at the moment. Well done, Declan Rice, as he can start again with Dawson. Diop finding Bonnet. Space here for Ben Rama. Goes down, referee says it is a foul, but we'll play on anyway, and Declan Rice has seen a lot of space here for Fredericks, but couldn't quite skip past Sema. And goes all the way back to Trostikong. There is Kuko. Atibo. Kong. Loose ball over the top though. Fredericks does get there. Kuko does win the second ball. Tufan. Dawson's got the wrong side of his man here. It is going to be Hernandez, and King completely missed the header for a simple tap-in. Kuko's pulling the strings at the moment in the middle. Is he going to take the short one? He certainly is, and that's going to fall back to Fabianski, fortunately for West Ham. He will probably just want to try and calm this down a little bit. It's not been a very good opening 13, 14 minutes. Noble. Declan Rice. Dawson. Fredericks. Back to Dawson. Looking for the switch as he does find Ben Rama. Now Ben Rama does brilliantly well. Referee says, is that a foul? No, it's not. It's Bowen. Pulled it wide. Not quite the finish that we saw against Anderlecht there. But once again, Barama always causing problems for any team he faces. And yeah, this strike always heading wide. Kuko goes in with a yellow card. Got some tasty hair. But yeah, you can see Mark Noble here as he came across. Just got flung in the face. Bang! See you later. So the rain is coming down for this one. Going to be conditions are going to mix up just a little bit now. Things will be a little bit slippery, a little bit wet. As Bonner now picks it up. That's good play by him. Another free kick given. Mark Noble finding Diop. Dawson. Fredericks. Dawson. Not the best pass given away. And now problems can arise here for Hernandez if he can accelerate quick enough. As he's tried to play it through. O'Connor got the wrong side of his man. And Fabianski forced to make the save. No doubt Watford have been the better of the two teams. What a silly place to give that one away. Another half a chance there for Watford, but West Ham are looking shaky here. Lanzini tries to win it. Tufan. Okong. We'll see if any changes are going to be made at half-time for David Moyes, because with half an hour played, there hasn't really been a game plan as such. Noble, it's done well. Lanzini. Fornals. Rice, lovely play. Back to Fornals. And he just missed the old top corner. Dawson with a good header. Well, everyone missed that. Now another chance here for West Ham. Bowen. Noble. A few players have fallen down there. Chance for Bowen. Lovely play. It is Ben Rama. And the referee has given a foul here. Well, this was the initial challenge on Bowen after the shot was taken. Is there much in this? Let's have another look. Quick fake there. I mean, he did get his feet trod on. Fair enough. Well, Lanzini looks like he's going to be the one lining this up. He did score one earlier in the season, which was quite a nice dipping shot. He went for it again, but the wall did its job. As you can see there, just went for the old dipper. The wall did enough, and it will be a West Ham corner. Looking for some support. Lanzini. Back to Rice. Fornals. Fredericks. Rice. Oh, he wanted Fornals, I think, to make the run again, but just wasn't on the same wavelength. What a silly place that is to give it away. Back to Lanzini. And a good save by Bashman. What are Watford doing at the back? Maybe that's why they're lying in 18th place, because they're giving away free gifts with a bow on top. As Ikong picks it up. We've got 8 minutes to play of this first half. There's been plenty of chances. You can't say there hasn't. Both sides of the field. I think Watford have probably been the slightly more dominant team. Cathcart finding Femenia. As Benrahma tries to stay with him. Tuffin. Kuko. Back to Tuffin. Plays it through the middle. Sema. Nice play this by Watford. There's another chance. Big deflection. Saved by the deflection, though, because who knows where this is heading. Once again, though, Watford just patient football. Taking the time, looking for the options, and Watford get a corner. Benrahma gets up his head, and it's a beautiful pass to find Fredericks. He manages to keep it alive here. Now Fredericks has got a lot of pace. He should be able to keep this. He does. Question is, how's the ball in? What a chance for Bowen. And he's just fluffed the scissor kick, folks. Well, Fredericks did brilliant. I mean, he's got the pace all day here. It's a wonderful ball in. Bowen's speculative effort. Close. And Fabianski is going to draw the referee's whistle, and there is half-time. There's been chances. There probably should have been goals, but it's what you like to see. Bowen had a chance there, didn't he, right at the end of the half. But there is your chances and your shots. 6 attempts to 7. Watford have had more on target, more possession. But let's dive now into the second half. So welcome back to another second half display here between Watford and West Ham United. Still goalless after quite a lively first half. Plenty of chances to talk about. But we'll see how this second half pans out as Watford managed to regain possession. But then they give it away, and Mark Noble finds Declan Rice. Fredericks. Space through the middle here. Fornals. Well, it's fallen back nicely. It is Fredericks. Oh, there were players queuing up. Fornals gets a bit of a deflection on it. Comes back out to Declan Rice. He gets bundled into. And Fornals is going to take the quick one himself. Fredericks. Fornals again. Just trying to get half a yard here. Still can't get past his man. There was good defending from Watford's point of view, though. Didn't panic. Hoofs it clear. Nice little touch on by Lanzini. Benrahma. Bowen. Tried the quick turn, but it's not happening today because Watford are on the same wavelength. Very much up for this match. Two players running into each other's way. Rice just about got there. Now, ball over the top because Lanzini's on, and Lanzini's in, and Lanzini has missed the target. Seems to be a thing for West Ham. Need to go across the goal as opposed to straight down the middle. It's great play, though, isn't it? Great awareness by Fredericks with this ball over the top. Lanzini got it down brilliantly, and yeah, you've got to go across the keeper there. Tuffen. Can't see a damn thing over here. Ball up the line. Is he onside or is he offside? Well, I think he is onside, but credit to West Ham for doing what they needed to do. And now a chance to break here, but not with a pass like that. Given away. This match is so open. Surely there's going to be some goals in this one at some point. Lovely football. Benrahma outside of the boot. Bowen. Fornals. Bowen again. Flicks it across. Looking for the strike. The football's better from West Ham. It's that final product, putting the ball away. Good play from Watford, though. Hernandez looking for that splitting pass, and it really is a lovely ball. As King has a chance, it's come back to side Sema, and that is a dreadful, dreadful finish. I mean, you've got the whole of the left side gaping wide open, and Sema's decided, well, we're going to go back near post. Not the right option. And he's missed that by about 3 foot. Oh dear. So the first change for West Ham, it's Yarmolenko replacing Lanzini. Well, there's a chance here for West Ham as Yarmolenko just got smacked in the back of the leg by Ikong. And Yarmolenko has just come on, you know. Now he's got that lethal left peg. Could it be a chance for an instant, absolute instant reply of coming on and saying that's the way things happen? Oh, he's hit the post. Well, I think we had hit the bar in the first half with Lanzini, and they've hit the post this time with Yarmolenko. How close was this? Keeper, no chance. And it's a yellow card for the earlier challenge. I think that was on Yarmolenko by Sema there. It was a little bit naughty, a little bit late, and I don't think he can complain too much. So King has been replaced. Well, it's a crazy game, this one, because yes, it's 0-0. But this is one of those matches where it's not been a boring 0-0. There's been chances at both ends. There probably have been some goals, normally. But today there isn't. So yeah, as much as it is a 0-0 game, it's still up for grabs. Lovely play this. Declan Rice, chance! Oh, saved off the line. I think it was Vlasic, literally his first touch of the game. Comes on and nearly scores. Brilliant play by Rice. He just had to try and find the far corner there. As Rice tries to play it through the middle. Sema. Sissoko. Sissoko, that's a new name. Sissoko. Dawson's done well. Yarmolenko now skips past the challenge brilliantly. Tries to play it through the middle, looking for Pavlo Fornals. 13 minutes to play. Diop wins the header, and the referee deems that worthy of a foul. Well, there's a possession, 50-50. Couldn't have been any more even in this game. Mark Noble, Ben Rama, Bowen does brilliantly. He was trying to find Ogbonna, who's gone for a bit of a walkabout. He's desperate to get involved. But now there's been, well, I was going to say, there's space down the other flank. And here's a chance. It's Fornals, and he's hit the post. Can you believe this? They've hit the post from the bar, from a free kick, from everything else. And they still can't score. And now he goes out for the throw. Unbelievable. What a chance that was. West Ham certainly not afraid to get players forward when they need to. Here is Tuffen. So again, you can't see too much down this left-hand side because Mr. Roofy Roof is decided to be in our way today. Here is Tuffen. To Sissoko. They have the magic power of being invisible as well, can you believe? Sarr. Closed down brilliantly by Ben Rama. Fornals. Not a lot on for him, so he decides to start again with Noble. Back into Fornals. Rice. Now there is tons of space out wide here for Yarmolenko. Feeds it through. Back to Yarmolenko. Can he finish it off? Oh, he just got the wrong side of the defender, but did really well to get back just in time. And it looks like this game very well could finish 0-0 here as West Ham are high pressing, trying to get the ball back. Vlasic knocking on the keeper's door, but Watford have done brilliantly well to get it forward, but then they lose it, then they win it back. 3 minutes of stoppage time to play, and oh dear, this is a chance here for Pedro, and the keeper saved the day. Fabianski with a belter of a stop in the final minute. We're still going here, another chance for Watford. Tuffen keeps it alive. Yarmolenko tries to get there. It's cleared away again. Unbelievable. West Ham now holding on. How he goes from one extreme to the other. Noble's done brilliantly, and the referee blows. Somehow, some way, this match has finished goalless. No clue. I mean, we're going to have a good 10 plus shots, I think, for either team. It could have gone either way. It really could have. Madness. But let's have a look at it. 53 to 47% possession, 8 shots to 11. Craziness. And West Ham hit the post a bunch. Man of the match was Mr. Dawson at the back. So, the other results, Crystal Palace 1, Burnley 1, Man United drew against Southampton, Newcastle beat Brighton, Leicester losing to Manchester City, Wolves beating Brentford, Chelsea 3, Leeds 0, Tottenham smashing Liverpool. Well, that's unrealistic. Arsenal beating Norwich, and Everton beating the Aston Villa. So Man United remain top. We still remain 10 points behind them. We do drop down to 10th place. Arsenal now get ahead of us. Burnley down to 8th. City remain 3rd. Bottom of the table is still Brentford, Brighton, and then Watford. Right, so we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, for match day number 11. But madness, I mean, that just goes to show you what can happen. I mean, honestly, you can have those games where the goalies are good or you just can't finish or something's happening. So, you know, it is what it is. And I did switch to stadium camera for a little bit, but it wasn't right. So we kind of had to deal with the whole broadcast camera and the roof, but I'm sure you guys will be fine with that. Anyway, let's go over to the fan zone. Interview time. David Moyes is on the blower. Let's have a listen to his thoughts and your questions. All right, so let's dive into the questions for today. Make sure you are submitting yours as well for the next segment in the next episode. But this one is from Big L's TV, Mr. David Moyes. This is for you, of course. As the UK has been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, do you feel you have the financial backing from the owners to bolster the squad? Your thoughts?
But yeah, I think financially we do have the backing from the board. I mean, I have spoke to them briefly, and we don't have a huge budget, which is where, you know, getting rid of players can possibly help, but we're still in two minds. But we definitely have the financial backing. We just need to pinpoint exactly, you know, which position we want to bolster. We won't be spending money willy-nilly come January time, no doubt about that. But we have probably enough funds right now to go out there and buy one solid player, and then kind of assess from there.
All right, next up, we have a question from Imi. He does state, with Mark Noble getting older and looking to possibly retire in the near future, who would you consider taking the captaincy role? Of course, the fans love Declan Rice and would probably be considered the favourite amongst the fans to take the armband. Is he also someone you're looking at to lead the West Ham side on the pitch in the future?
Well, it's a great question, and 100%, Declan Rice probably would be the favourite to pick up the captaincy and keep it. I mean, Mark Noble does have the experience, so when he's playing, I do like to give it to him. But we've spoke about that. Declan and Mark have spoke about that time and time again, because I don't want any kind of butting heads while they're trying to play football on the pitch. So right now, yeah, Noble will become the captain when he plays, but of course he is getting older. The possibility of retiring does mean that Declan would probably be the favourite, and he's done a fantastic job. You saw the 2 games today. He's back from injury, and what a difference he made. We didn't win the Watford game, and I think we should have won it with the chances we had, but he's an imperative player in this team, and 100%, he's probably going to be the future of the Hammers with the captaincy.
All right, next up we have Mike. He says, afternoon, David. It's Mike Hunt here from Dazen, the old Dazen Sports. Are you pondering a change in formation at all? The 3-5-2 appears to be lacking in balance. Defensively, it's not solid enough, whilst also lacking bite in attack. Would you consider reverting back to a back 4? Interesting question there, David. Your thoughts?
Yeah, that certainly is an interesting question, because I personally, for myself, I think that we've actually been creating better chances and look better with the 3-5-2. So right now, no, I don't really feel like we need to go back to a back 4. I think with the amount of centre-backs that we have in this team, and even Declan can sit in that centre-back role when we need to play him in there, I don't think a 4 at the back right now suits us, because we do have a lot of attacking players. So no, I think I'm quite happy with the 3-5-2. I mean, Mike, you obviously think different, and that's fine. That's your opinion. But I think for the 3-5-2 for the time being is something we've worked on in training. We've looked better, and we'll continue to use it. Now, it could be a different story when we come up against a team that wants to maybe play a different scenario. At Liverpool and Man City, they're going to be a tougher team to face. So we could change for the odd game. But as a whole, no. I like the 3-5-2. I think it's worked out quite well. And for now, I think we'll stick to it.
All right, and the final question today, Mr. David, is from JU. He says, Jim White from Sky Sports. That's right, Jim White here says there's been a lot of speculation about Lingard signing for West Ham in the January transfer market. We would like your opinion on the player.
Well, yeah, I know Jesse quite well. Obviously, he was at West Ham last season, and he did a fantastic job. So Jesse Lingard could be a player on the radar. I don't know if we would go in for a full bid or look to loan him in. I think loaning some players could obviously be the cheaper option. But yeah, Jesse's a wonderful player. We worked with him at training, obviously last season as well. He came in, did a fantastic job, and he's definitely going to be on our radar come January time, because what I saw from him was his will to work off the ball. And he's a talented player. He just doesn't get the playing time right now at Manchester United, and I know Ralf Rangnick is looking at options. So yeah, we're looking at him. He's a player on our radar, and certainly January time, he could be on the cards.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all those questions today. Make sure you are leaving yours for the next episode. We will be back shortly. I don't know when the next Master League is going to be out. Probably beginning of next week, just because I'm away over the weekend. But I do want to put Game of the Week out, so leave your suggestions below. But yeah, it was a decent episode. 1-1, drew 1. Probably should have had more goals. But it's starting to click a little bit more, getting used to the camera angles, which is always going to be the tough part. But anyway, until next time, subscribe for more, and take care.